Hey guys, my name is Michael. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in this video I want to introduce you to a few simple cues that will make the lift off of your chin up way more powerful and that really help you to engage your lat muscles better. To understand the cue that I will give you in a second, let's make sure to be aware of the two main movements that are happening during the chin up lift off or during the chin up itself. The first one is very obvious, it's a curling motion, so an elbow flexion. The second one is, if we're looking at the side view and we're bringing the elbow down to the midline of the body, a shoulder extension. Okay, and here comes the cue that might sound too simple to be any meaningful, but I promise it will change a lot in your mind-muscle connection, especially in the first part of the chin-up. And that is, instead of focusing on the elbow flexion, so on this movement here, you should focus really on the shoulder extension. So try not to imagine to bring your shoulder or your chin over the bar. I really want to focus you on pulling the elbow down. And this is your thought process, or should be the thought process during the lift off of the chin up. So again, try not to focus on bringing your shoulder to the bar or your chin over the bar. Focus on pulling the elbow towards your hips. So with my imaginary pull-up bar here, I want to show you the difference this cue can make. So if we're now focusing on the way of pulling that I want you to do, so really focusing only on pulling down the elbows, this comes with one big advantage next to a possible better activation of your lat muscles. And that is a biomechanical advantage, as if you focus on pulling the elbow down, you're most likely having a pulling path like this. So, elbows are very, very close to the body, and so your distance to the bar is very, very small, which also creates a small distance from your center of mass to the bar. That means we're having a very vertical bar path, and so pulling path, and so a very, very efficient pulling path, as this is the least range of motion we can pull. Anything we're pulling more curved increases the range of motion and so costs you more energy, and we want to keep the range of motion as small as possible to be able to move as much weight as possible. If you focus, instead of pulling the elbows down, you focus on that curling motion, it comes down most likely to a bar path like this, or a pulling path like this. So you see it's more distance due to a loss of retraction, due to a bigger distance from the elbows to the body, and due to this horizontal pulling we also have a more increased C shape. So we're pulling more range of motion. This creates worse leverages, more range of motion, and so is less efficient. So as you see, a very small cue, so instead of curling, bring the elbows down, can change a lot. So definitely give it a shot. Okay, let me quickly show you the difference a small cue can make. You will need an experienced coaching eye to really be aware of the differences, but they are there, and I'll try to show you what I experienced in the coaching process with different athletes, what the cue will make. So let's start with the way I want you to pull, and that is focusing on bringing the elbows down. It looks like this. And if you now focus more on the elbow flexion, so a more biceps dominant pull, it will most likely look like this in a certain way. small cues can really make a huge difference. Even if the chin-ups might look very, very similar from the outside, for the athlete itself, it can make a huge difference in mind-muscle connection and in the ability to really innervate and activate the muscles that the athlete really wants to use for any kind of training purposes. So within training, it is super important to not only be strong, but to also have the knowledge to really bring the strength on the platform for competitions, for max outs, for skills, so for every strength related reason. And because of this, we developed our coaching with two main parts. That is theory and practice. We teach you all the cues, seminars, we give you anatomy insights, we also hand out coaching competence certification to our clients that got all the theory lessons and surpassed the exams. And next to this, we have the coaching process itself. So writing the programs, giving the feedbacks, the weekly feedbacks really on the forums, on the technique, making the athlete better in the lift itself. And with those two parts, if you fuse them together, you create sustainably strong athletes that also be able to coach themselves or to even coach others in a better way. And if you want to take part in that unique coaching process, then make sure to schedule your free consulting call now, and then we will see if we can work together. So see you in the next video, guys. Thanks for listening.